Have you ever been abandoned by someone you loved most and lived to see them return, hoping for a second chance? This is the story of Lucas, a father who survived heartbreak, betrayal, and years of silence, only to face the impossible, the return of the woman who walked away from everything he built. The night it all fell apart is burned into Sophia's memory. Rain pattered against the windows, but it wasn't cinematic. It was sharp, cold, relentless. She didn't wait for the children to sleep. She stood in the living room, suitcase at her feet, eyes distant, heart already gone. Daniel, the youngest, only 5, clung to her leg. "Mommy, don't go," he sobbed. Sophia barely registered him. She turned to Lucas instead, her gaze cutting through him. "I can't do this anymore. I need to live my truth." Her truth was someone else, a man named Eric from her yoga class. And then she vanished. No hugs.
누구 odbyt?
Just the click of the door and the hollow sound of rain swallowing everything. Lucas stood frozen, his heart fracturing. 3 children were staring at him, confused, scared, abandoned. From that moment on, he had to be both mother and father. The first year was brutal. Emma, the eldest, shut herself off, refusing to speak for months. Noah, 10, turned his pain outward, fights at school, walls around his heart. Daniel cried himself to sleep almost every night. Lucas worked tirelessly. 2 jobs. Braiding hair, packing lunches, helping with homework, pretending to smile when inside he was broken. Nights ended with silent tears in the shower. People whispered, pitied, or blamed him, but none saw the war he waged to keep his family intact while Sophia lived her new life. She never called, never sent a card, never showed up for birthdays, graduations, or even offered support. She erased them as if they had never existed. But Lucas refused to let her absence define them. He raised the kids with love, honesty, and discipline. He didn't teach them to hate her, but he didn't sugarcoat the truth either. She had chosen herself over her family. And still, the children thrived. Emma became a nurse. Noah opened his own mechanic shop. Daniel joined the army. They had survived. They had built something real from the ruins she left behind. Then, 21 years later, she returned. The knock at the door was tentative. When Lucas opened it, she was there, older, grayer, eyes lined with exhaustion, suitcase in hand. Lucas didn't feel anger, or even sadness. Only one question. Why now? Why now? He asked. "I made a mistake," she whispered. Once, those words would have shattered him. But now, they were just words. "The kids are grown," he said firmly. "Our lives moved on. Why are you here?" Her voice cracked. "Eric, he died 3 months ago. I've been alone ever since. I thought maybe we could talk." She looked past him as though expecting him to step aside. But he didn't. He remembered every birthday, every scraped knee, every school play and graduation she had missed. Emma's reaction was immediate. Fire. She doesn't get to waltz back into our lives pretending she matters. Noah's response was cold, terse. "She's got guts, I'll give her that." And Daniel, ever the peacemaker, asked softly, "Are you okay, Dad?" None of them wanted her back. She was already a ghost in their lives. Still, Lucas let her sit on the porch. He made her tea. He listened. She spoke of regrets. How the freedom she sought had become a cage. How Eric had never wanted children. How loneliness haunted her. But nothing could undo what she had done. "They're not your kids anymore," Lucas said.
And he meant it.
She lingered in town for a few weeks, hoping, perhaps, to reconnect. But the children stayed firm. Emma warned her to stay away. Noah said she could dig through the ashes of what she had left behind. And Daniel confirmed what Lucas already knew. She had no place in their story. One afternoon, a letter appeared under the door. Inside, a photo of the family when they were whole. On the back, shaky handwriting. I'm sorry. I know I don't deserve forgiveness. I just wanted to say goodbye properly this time. That night, Lucas stared at it. Not because he missed her, but because he didn't. The woman in that picture had died the day she left. The one standing at his door now was a stranger. He owed her nothing. A month later, Lucas stood in the backyard with Daniel, grilling steaks. Laughter from the grandchildren filled the air. Emma and her husband were coming. Noah had texted, "Don't start the beer without me." In that moment, surrounded by the family he raised, he felt it. Peace. Not the fragile kind after a storm, but the deep, enduring kind that comes from survival. She had left, yes, but he had moved forward. And he never looked back. Backhand index pointing, right? Have you ever faced someone trying to return after leaving your life? Share your story in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories of heartbreak, resilience, and triumph.